Hey guys, I just uploaded a couple of new videos to Patreon. The first one was part 2. I didn't know there was going to be a part 2, so I didn't label the first one part 1. But remember the video I uploaded yesterday titled, "You Can't Have It Both Ways"? Well, the list just kept growing of the issues with the case of Christopher Watts that have surfaced over the last couple of years in the case discussion groups that I figured, let's make a part 2 to that one. So I did, and I uploaded it to Patreon. And just now I uploaded one titled Bossy or Biatch. I thought it was interesting. One of the other channels, one of the known scumbag attackers, who, by the way, just admitted that she speaks regularly with one of the family members. That's her source. Interesting. While she's committing slander and libel and defamation and IIED and encouraging people, promoting hatred against many of us they've targeted. How interesting that she's speaking directly with one of the family members. Well, in one of her recent videos, one of her guests called Christopher Watts' wife Bossy. I thought that was interesting, so I went ahead and made a video about it. So that's up on Patreon too. I have a question. Did you hear that audio clip of supposedly Christopher Watts saying not to listen to the armchair detective and to listen to quote-unquote Kim? Are you guys familiar with what's been happening over the last couple of years? Because that quote-unquote Kim was right in the thick of things right at the start. There was something called Crime Book or something. There were fundraisers, donations. I'm not sure of the details because I avoided those people like the plague. But I do know this. I do know that when the case first hit actually not when it first hit the news, because when it first hit the news, I was actually on vacation. But when I first heard of the case, I took a look on Facebook, and already there were 2 Facebook groups boasting of over 15,000 members each. And I thought to myself, bullshit. Sure enough, if you looked a little closer, they were jam-packed full of fake profiles. You do know that people can buy their members, right? Well, Kim, or I should say quote-unquote Kim, although that seems to be a tongue twister for me, she was right on it, probably day one, which makes me kind of wonder if you know what I'm saying. Well, when you listen to that audio clip that Christopher Watts supposedly, was taped talking about how you shouldn't trust the armchair detective, but be sure to trust, quote-unquote, Kim, I noticed something, and I'm wondering if you guys noticed it too. The voice that was supposedly Christopher Watts' voice said that they have just 11 months. Really? And quote-unquote Kim didn't correct him at all, didn't discuss it at all, acted as if she agreed. Which leads me to believe that quote-unquote Kim was his source for legal advice, which leads me to wonder why it is that quote-unquote Kim is blatantly, publicly, loudly and proudly practicing law. Take a look at the statutes in Colorado. Take a look at the rules. Take a look at the laws. She's advising Christopher Watts on his post-sentencing relief. She's actually talking about how she's going to be sitting right at the defense table when she gets him a trial. She's talking about 35Cs and all of the evidence that she's going to bring forth for his trial. Even his father said something to the effect of how they need a lawyer or whatever. And even Christopher Watts himself supposedly said that he didn't need a lawyer because he had, quote unquote, Kim. So I'm just thinking that it sure would be interesting if the prosecutor in this case were to delve into this situation a little bit further, to see to what extent this quote-unquote Kim is offering legal advice to Christopher Watts and his family. I think that'd be interesting to see if perhaps the law would want to get involved with what it is she's pulling. I think it would also be interesting to see if they don't.